Commonly, when somebody approaches me for one-on-one coaching or in a vocal analysis and they tell me what they don't like about their voice, they identify these common things. I feel like I sound monotonous. I don't like the way my voice sounds, especially at the top. I feel like I'm straining. I feel like I'm pushing. And I don't like the tone of my voice. I feel like I'm pitchy or I can't find the center of my pitch. These descriptions usually describe something that is a little bit different and is harder to self-identify. We are going to do a simple test together to identify whether you may have this same problem which is causing you to not like your voice. Sing this with me. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. Okay, now that you've got it, I want you to sing it while blocking your nose. Country road, take me home. Now, if this thing happens, if no sound comes out, then you've identified your problem. And that is that you are singing from a kind of nasally resonance space, too nasal, or country road. Something comes out, but it sounds like that. There's kind of two ways that you can go nasal, too forward and too backward. And understanding which one you're doing is not as important as the solution. So if you've done the nose block test and you've noticed that the sound gets very weird, that means that you are singing from a more nasally place, and this is something that you want to fix. One of the easiest ways to start working on this is to focus on open vowels. I've spoken about this a lot. We have the 5 main vowels of singing, mi, me, ma, mo, mu. And these vowels, we want to keep them in the Italian style, very vertical, a lot of space in the face here. I, e, a, o, u. You want to slacken your jaw. And most importantly, you want to bring your tongue forward. The tongue going backwards can be a big culprit for having a kind of nasally tone. It's blocking everything that needs to come up, all right? So you want to keep your tongue tucked behind your bottom teeth, and you're just going to go, ah, ah, ah. Now, this is kind of a second test. Notice, is your tongue coming up in the back? Ah, ah, ah. There's that nasally tone again. Or is it staying more flat? Ah. Is there space here, inside, for me to let that sound bounce and color and resonate? Or is it being blocked by my tongue? Ah, ah, ah. If you're singing nasally, also what's going to happen is that the throat gets kind of locked. Everything feels very rigid and very tense in the throat. And that definitely does not help the situation. You want to be singing with an open throat. And this is easier said than done. But you want to be thinking about the mechanics this way. Everything down here, from the rib cage down, is the engine of your voice. The throat is open. You're allowing the air to pass through it, to vibrate the vocal cords. And then you have your acoustic resonator here, one of the major ones, your face, your skull. And so you need to make the proper space for all of that to happen. And so if your tongue is getting in the way, if your physical posture is kind of bad too, and you're not singing with support, even if your tongue is not in the way, you're not going to produce the best sound. So you have to be thinking of this like the engine. So check your posture. Are your shoulders back? Is your chest open? Does the diaphragm have room to expand? Is this all open here? Ah. And so what you can do is practice this ah vowel in the mirror. This is the template for all of the other vowels. Ah, ah. Where is your tongue? Is it coming down behind the bottom teeth? Ah. Or is it going backwards? Ah. Or is it coming up? Oh, there's the nasal. Oh, this has got to be really, really open. The second thing that you can do to begin working on your tone and begin placing it in the right direction rather than keeping it too nasally is you want to work on just finding your forward resonance. So just starting on middle C or C3 if you're a man, you're going to hum. And you're trying to get your teeth to vibrate. You want to bring the sound really, really forward. So even as you're humming, your tongue should be down. If you're nasal, you can't really hum. So you want to be pushing air out of your nose, trying to make the teeth vibrate, using the support underneath you. Then once you've found that hum, then you're going to start opening up onto the vowel ah. And you shouldn't lose the vibration when you come back to the hum. If you do, if you've lost that vibration, then as soon as you open up on the vowel, you're going back into the nasal place. So you have to really work on training this out of your voice because it's not serving your tone. Everything is getting in the way here physiologically. And it sounds easy. Technically, it is difficult to untrain, but you can do it with some mirror work and look in the mirror and see what happens when you open up on that ah. Is your tongue staying down? Is there space? Can you see inside the mouth? So just opening your mouth more than you think you have to. And one of my students can definitely vouch for this. That is going to help your tone so much. If you keep it kind of closed, you're not going to get the tone that you want either. You might not be as nasally, but you will feel kind of more monotone. So really let that jaw come down, let the tongue come down with it. Now, another thing that you want to be doing is that you want to actually also pay attention to the soft palate. And this is actually one of these things in singing that we can kind of feel better than some of the other things that we focus on. And you do it by going to yawn. You're going to be setting up like you're about to yawn. Just by lifting that soft palate, you're going to be giving yourself the right physiological apparatus to sing in the right place and to get it out of the nose. You can practice this way as well. Just going up and down a fifth on ma. So you're going to start with that hum to find the placement. And as you're breathing in, you're going to be kind of making the half yawn happen. You might even feel like through the half yawn that something opens up in the ears. Like you feel like, you know, when you yawn and your ears kind of pop. And there, I'm no longer nasal. Okay. So what you want to focus on, if you don't like your voice, if you feel monotonous, if you've identified with the pincher test, whether or not you're singing in a nasal way, you want to focus on opening the vowels, using that open ah, the tongue posture to really help you, the jaw posture. You want to think about your body. Is your diaphragm supporting the sound? Are you releasing abdominal tension? Are you physically well aligned to support that sound? Because the more that you support from here as well, the less that you're going to grab at the throat, the more that the sound is going to be coming up how it should. Well-supported airflow, open throat, and then the acoustic resonator here. Then we also want to think about the half yawn, lifting the soft palate. Ah. And then the last thing, of course, is using the hum to really find the right resonant placement. And then from that hum, you can do a lot of work. So just by working with the hums, the ahs, a mirror to see what's going on, to see if your tongue is going back in the way, doing these kinds of things to really check yourself. This is going to get you on the right path to revealing your actual voice, and not a voice that is distorted by nasality. That is not your true tone. It's just kind of a misplacement of the instrument. So if you want to get your instrument in alignment, these kinds of things, the open vowels, the hums for resonance, the half-yawn for raising the soft palate, and the posture and the breath support, these things are really important. They sound alone like they're not a lot, but once you put them together, you really start to align your voice. And a lot of the people that I'm working with have seen big changes with these concepts that seem sometimes insignificant. Thinking of like the open vowel, the open ah, opening your mouth more. These things really change how you sound. And it's incredible to work with people and see that over time, they start to shift and to adopt these habits, and then their whole voice becomes clearer and they get towards that tone, the real tone of their voice. It's really wonderful to see. And so it is possible for you, if you don't like your voice, if you don't like what it sounds like on a recording, if you're a musician, if you love to write music, if you love to record music, or if you just sing for fun, but you really don't like that sound, you can change it. You just have to be paying attention to the right things, and you have to be methodical. You have to warm up using these first principles and not just warm up kind of randomly. It's not like putting in more time is going to help this. It's really going in with precision and paying attention to all of these little things, which together really align your instrument. And for anybody out there who this resonated with, I would love to hear about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much.